Dear brothers and sisters, today's gospel invites us into one of the hardest tasks of Christian life, confronting one another with love. Jesus says, if your brother or sister sins against you, go and point out the fault when the two of you are alone. At first glance, this sounds like a set of rules for handling conflict. But if we listen carefully, it is much more than that. It reveals the heart of God. Our world has become very skilled at cutting people off. One misunderstanding, one mistake, one disagreement, and relationships are abandoned. We block people, cancel them, or silently walk away. Sometimes we even do this within families, friendships, and churches. Jesus offers another way. Notice that his first instruction is not to expose, embarrass, or condemn. He says, go. Take the first step. Have the difficult conversation. Speak directly, honestly, and privately. Why? Because the goal is never to win an argument. The goal is to win back a brother or sister. That changes everything. Too often, when we correct someone, we ask, how can I prove that I am right? Jesus asks, how can I help this person be restored? The purpose of Christian correction is not punishment but reconciliation. This gospel also challenges us to examine ourselves before asking, who has hurt me? Perhaps we should also ask, whom have I hurt? Is there someone waiting for me to take the first step? Is there someone who needs an apology from me? Sometimes pride keeps us apart more than the original offense. We wait for the other person to make the first move. But Jesus consistently calls his disciples to become peacemakers. Peace is rarely found by waiting. It is built by courageous love. Then Jesus speaks about gathering witnesses if reconciliation does not happen immediately. This is not about increasing pressure but increasing care. The community is invited to help heal what two people alone could not repair. The church is meant to be a place where broken relationships are mended, not ignored. Finally comes the beautiful promise, where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. We often hear these words during prayer meetings or small gatherings, and rightly so. But in this passage, Jesus is speaking especially about people gathered to seek truth, justice, forgiveness, and unity. Christ is especially present wherever hearts choose reconciliation over resentment. Imagine how different our homes, workplaces, and parishes would be if every difficult conversation began with the desire to restore rather than to defeat. Imagine if we prayed before confronting someone instead of reacting in anger. Imagine if ever conflict became an opportunity for grace instead of division. The gospel reminds us that unity is not the absence of conflict. Unity is the courage to face conflict with the love of Christ. Today, perhaps Jesus is placing one face before our minds, a family member, a friend, a colleague, or someone in this community. Maybe there is a conversation we have been avoiding. Maybe there is forgiveness we have been withholding. Maybe there is healing that cannot begin until someone takes the first step. Why shouldn't that someone be us? May we become disciples who do not give up on one another, because God has never given up on us. And whenever forgiveness is chosen over bitterness, wherever truth is spoken with love, wherever hearts seek reconciliation, there Christ himself stands among us. Amen.